Hi, this is Marc Morrell and
Greg Tyler
from Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, and we're here at WonderCon 2017, and we're talking about Voltron Legendary Defender.
Isn't that hard to believe? Now, it's April Fool's Day, April 1st, but it's no fooling or lying to say that we're excited to speak with several people who work on Voltron Legendary Defender.
So we're about to speak to some of the cast and crew from Voltron Legendary Defender, your favorite show on Netflix. Join us, won't you?
Let's Voltron.
Okay, so like we said, we're here at WonderCon 2017, and we're talking about Voltron Legendary Defender.
Yes, very exciting.
I was plotting for 2017, but you got, yeah.
It's a big year.
So you guys didn't have any April Fool's jokes today, did you?
No.
Okay.
I played a couple. You did? I did. I felt really bad immediately that I did. There were fans in line that were like, hey, it's nice to meet you, and, you know, what's going to happen in the future on the show? And I was like, well, you know, I said, next season when they kill off Hunk, I was like, don't get too attached to my character. And I played a couple of those jokes, and maybe the wrong crowd. Not a lot of, you know, sense of humor about that anyway. But yeah, I tried that about 3 times, and it failed horribly. Just pretending that my character was going to die. People don't like that.
I don't think they do.
People are real sensitive about killing off characters. I don't see what the big deal is.
All right.
Yeah.
It traumatized Lauren, as we learned from Voltron 84 about the sleeping princess.
Tim giveth, Tim taketh away. You know.
You know, that's right. That's why pencils have erasers.
Right. Okay.
Well played.
So you guys were at the autograph signing just before this. Okay. Was there any special items that you guys thought were pretty memorable that you had to sign?
Well, hopefully those will come later in the night. No, we always get great art from the fans, and there were more awesome pictures that people had. We had these cool hats this time. There was a pillowcase. That was
Pillowcases are not easy to sign.
That
No.
was a body pillow, too.
Yeah.
That was, like, huge.
Yeah.
You know, that fleece is not good.
Fleece
Yeah,
really sucks to sign.
Yeah, in the future, try not to work in fleece.
Okay.
Fan artists.
Like, there are these jackets that, one of which you're wearing, and that they're deceptively easy to sign. Like, I thought it would be
That's true.
like the pillowcase. It was so easy.
There are a number of things made out of that material that every time I signed it, I was like, that was like almost preferable. I almost enjoyed that more than paper, or like, you know what I mean? It's something very, I don't know.
What was your favorite thing to sign?
I got to sign a rover. A rover that, like, did multiple different kind of light show type deals. It was really cool.
You got given one, didn't
I
you?
also got given a rover,
Oh, sweet.
Pretty cool.
I got to sign, the pillowcase was really cool. And then I think my favorite piece that I got today was that this woman who had designed a print for each one of us. She gave us one, and I had her sign mine. And that was my favorite sort of thing of the day. I finished signing one for her, and I was like, this is awesome. And she gave me one, and I got it signed back. So that was cool.
Josh and I did too. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's also an amazing amount of cosplay here at WonderCon, and we got to see it. There was a gathering at 11:30 today. A whole bunch of pictures were taken, so groups of Pidges, groups of Shiros, groups of Keats, everything. So, yes.
Very small groups of Hunk, yes.
There was apparently a teenage Koran.
Yes.
That's awesome. It's so good.
Cool. Someone dressed specifically as the teenage Koran.
Like with the hair
That's
and
awesome.
everything.
That's awesome. I thought you meant a teenager dressed up as Koran.
I mean,
big
they could have
deal.
been a teenager.
It is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Well, there was a child who dressed as Zarkon.
That's awesome.
That
Yeah.
was insane.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah. So we're celebrating season 2 in the panel today. Any thoughts about season 2 that really come to the forefront for each of you?
We see every one of the paladins kind of blossom and change. I think that was my favorite part, is like each one of the characters has a new cool thing that's revealed. I mean, it's kind of like we see it all. Keith is the main one, obviously, in season 2. And through him, we learn all these things about the universe that maybe not all of the people that Zarkon thinks are loyal. You know, maybe there's another, aspect to this war that's coming up. So, yeah.
I thought it was really cool, just kind of all the guests that we keep having. Because, like, Weird Al, my friend Allison was in the same episode. That was really cool. Mae Whitman. Just even
she's
in the
dope.
beginning, it was so
Tinkerbell.
cool.
Tinkerbell herself. Yeah.
Right.
If I can I just want to choose an episode. I think the Space Mall episode. Okay. Carlton Ecker is just like, and there's a little Easter egg there. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about, but Yeah, Kaltenecker is actually the last name of one of our EPs.
He's the line producer.
Line producer, thank you. Our line producer.
Benjamin Kaltenecker.
I guess a lot of people will probably see that in the credits, but a lot of people don't. All right, so Benjamin Kaltenecker.
After Kaltenecker got introduced and I was watching the show and I saw the credits, and I'm like, I feel like an idiot now. But that's really cool.
You're not an idiot.
Has Benjamin Kaltenecker been on the podcast?
No, he hasn't yet. That's a definite idea there, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And do the voice for Kaltenecker.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we do have to close this up, but yeah, there will be more coming. So thank you for joining us at WonderCon 2017 for Voltron Legendary Defender.
Hi, this is Let's Voltron here at WonderCon 2017, and I'm here with Jeremy Shada, Kimberly Brooks, Josh Keaton, and of course, Marc Morrell. So, what do each of the three of you think about the fan response to Voltron Legendary Defender and your character specifically?
It's been awesome so far. I mean, especially today in our autograph signing, we just had so many people dressed up in cosplay. Probably like more than half, I would say. Yeah. And just in like extravagant, like it's not like they like the show, like they just love it. Like it's like their favorite thing, and they put so much work and effort into making these cosplays and just loving it. It's crazy. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. I was totally blown away by just, like you said, the attention to detail, the fan love, the Voltron love. It's so great, we work isolated in a booth, and to actually get the feedback and response of people who love the show is incredible. It's fun to be a part of.
The other thing that was fun to see, aside from all the amazing cosplay, was all of the art and the merchandise that a lot of the fans have made themselves. It's amazing. I got this awesome hat.
Half of it I thought was like real stuff.
Yeah,
but it's
like official stuff. But this was like it was that good. And then I had some. Somebody gave me this beautiful painting, and I mean, just great stuff.
Yeah.
You see the creativity behind the fandom. It's amazing.
So I got to ask you, Josh, since you're here today promoting Voltron Legendary Defender, is that in any way a spoiler for Season 3?
No, actually, today in the panel I'm going to be talking about my favorite moment from Season 2. So it might just be a retrospective.
What a good question, Dodge. Wow.
Yeah, very well played.
Very well played.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So obviously the three of you are very talented vocal artists, and you, Jeremy, and you, Josh, I know have musical backgrounds. You have a band now, and I know you've had a history with as a musician as well. Have the three of you ever thought about?
A couple of times, actually. I didn't get a response from these guys yet, but I'm thinking
I'll be down. I want to do like a musical episode with everybody.
Oh.
She's like, no. She over there is like, no, not musical episode. No. It'd be fun. I mean, we have so many like funny, just like obviously comedically musical, if that makes sense. Like we have so many funny episodes like Space Mall, where it's just like it's kind of outlandish, like but it's great. Like something in that tone, I think would just be fun.
Yeah, or just start like the Voltron band, Once
the Voltron
That'd be awesome too.
Once we've really destroyed Zarkon, we have time now, right? We can get the band going.
can tear up the
space
stage.
band.
It's a spin-off show. It's like a sitcom, Voltron the band.
Would the Space Mice be help with the drums?
They'd be the percussion section, I think.
Tambourine.
Tambourine.
Little tiny one.
I could work.
That was a triangle.
I was wondering the same thing, but you're the musician, not me. You could have told me it was you could have told me it was a kettle drum, and I believe.
I just play the cowbell, so that would be
more
my
cowbell,
instrument.
More cowbell.
I think there's been a lot of fan energy for a musical episode, and I'd totally support it. I totally support it.
People in the cast, still, a lot of us do have musical backgrounds in some way, shape, or form. So it'd just be a lot of fun, I think.
It would be.
I sing very well in the shower, so I think I will be able to contribute a lot to the musical.
Rocks out in the shower.
Or the car, yeah.
Or the car. Oh, Josh.
Oh, yeah, I've been posting singing videos from the car.
Those are so cute.
Tuesday cartoons. All right.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's
Brilliant.
So the three of you have been very active in social media, interacting with your fans, and I know you in particular, Josh, with the whole Space Dad thing going on. It's been great for fans to be able to interact with each of you. What are some of the most surprising things that you've heard from some of your fans through social media?
I'll let you guys start with that.
I know
there's lots.
There's
but
so much to wade through. Well, I was surprised that some people didn't think that Allura should forgive Keith and forgive the whole thing that was going on. So I don't know, and I was surprised to see that because I thought that was a really big moment for Allura. So I don't know, some fans didn't agree with it, so that was shocking.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what would be surprising. A lot of people like Shiro. I like Shiro. I think he's cool. I don't find that surprising.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good dude. He's awesome. I think I was surprised to see how many people loved seeing Shiro lose it. That was funny. I was
Slav.
Yeah, with Slav.
Yes.
Slav. I didn't expect so many people to like that. I loved that moment, but I didn't know it would resonate with so many people. But
I think people identify with that. That moment where you just lose it with.
I think like in this day and age, especially with like internet culture and just everything, I guess I'm never surprised by anything because people will pick up on like the littlest things in the littlest of scenes and be like, "That's just so amazing," you know, like
And
so
they turn it into what they want it
exactly.
to be anyway.
They like read like so far into things, and you're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
all right." Sure.
All the shipping and all that, you know. There's a lot of people reading things in us that may not necessarily be happening, or they may. Who knows?
Well, thanks to all three of you for being here, and thanks for being here at WonderCon 2017.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot.
Hi, this is Marc Morrell
And Greg Tyler.
from Let's Voltron. We're here at WonderCon 2017, and we're talking about Steven Universe, right?
Wow, yeah.
Great show.
Great show.
April Fools. But we are talking about the #1 show on Netflix, Voltron Legendary Defender. And I can say that because it is April Fools, and nobody can really welcome me.
There you go. #1.
Yes, I agree. I concur.
So, and we don't really know what the #1 show is on Netflix anyway, right?
They leave that information a little on the DL.
Right.
Yeah.
But we know you guys are hugely successful, so we're very, very thankful about that, right, Greg?
Absolutely, and I wanted to ask you, no fooling, with all the projects you've worked on in the past, how would you compare the hype surrounding Voltron Legendary Defender with your previous works?
It's a good question. I mean, I think,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, I've worked on a lot of DC stuff for Warner Brothers, and there's always a lot of DC fans, but not all of them follow the animation as well. So I felt like we would have kind of a smaller audience, and this audience is like very specific to us, and so it's very crazy and really awesome. We're both super excited that so many people have found this show and love this show.
yeah. I mean, we've been lucky to work on shows that have had, pretty decent followings. I think the interesting thing with Voltron is we've got this whole new sort of generation of fans, which is really great. But then we've got, people like you and myself and us, and we grew up with the show, so we've got these, sort of generations of fans that we get to interact with, which has been incredible.
And we got to see most of those fans outside with cosplay today.
Yeah. Incredible. Absolutely. I mean, the artistry, the talent, the dedication's crazy.
The time that must have gone into making all of those is just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And we knew that we were going to get to see some cosplay of the Blade of Marmora,
That's right.
the Keith character in the Blade of Marmora suit, so we were excited about that too.
Yeah, I mean, that was super. I think that's, it's interesting that that you had brought up that earlier question, because we have worked on these, DC properties, and we've worked on stuff that's been established, and, Batman, everybody knows Batman. When you see characters that, you've created uniquely for, this brand of Voltron, that's super rewarding. So watching a Blade of Marmora character, which has never existed before Legendary Defender, it's like super humbling.
Yeah, and just seeing the fact that we know that episode didn't come out until January, and now here we are, not that far along, and someone's already put all of this effort into making it. It's just amazing to see the dedication that our fans have.
Yeah.
Right.
2 seasons are in the bag. A 3rd season's on the horizon. And we've got Voltron 84, turning back the clock 30-plus years. What brought about the release of Voltron 84, and how did the two of you come up with your personal favorite episodes?
I mean, yeah, it was a little, it's tough because it's, you get this weird kind of Sophie's Choice moment where you loved so many of those episodes. Yeah. It's hard to bring it down to just one. For us, it was going back and reviewing. I liked my episode because it had so many elements that I appreciated of the original series. You had your giant Robeast fight, but you also had the intrigue, with Prince Bokor and Lance sort of like figuring him out. You kind of had all those elements wrapped into one episode, and I loved it a lot.
Yeah. Mine was purely because it traumatized me as a child. Like, it was the one episode that I very clearly remember watching. Like, a lot of the other stuff I just kind of remembered. I vaguely remembered Allura is a cool Goro pilot. There's lions. There's this other stuff. But I specifically remember the moment where the cat cuts Allura and she dies. And that was just, and it was funny to go back and watch it again and be like, oh my God, that's exactly how I remember it. You expect it to kind of change, or like you change some stuff in your child's mind, but it was there. And just because of that like very clear memory, I was like, you know what, I gotta rewatch this thing. I gotta just show everyone how traumatized I was as a kid.
And she was giving me like live feeds, like as she was watching. She was like, "Nope, Allura totally dies. Like totally got stabbed." Like while she was watching it, it's hilarious.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us at WonderCon. We'll see you all next time on
Let's Voltron.